Can I ask you a question? In the past, have you ever been exposed to an opportunity that for whatever reason you actually didn't take it? You let it pass by, and then later you wish that you had been more open-minded and explored it in more detail. Well, I know that's actually happened to me. Many times when we hear about a new opportunity, we may be a little bit closed off, but my hope is that you'll be open-minded. And I have to admit that when I first heard about EXP, I was closed-minded as well. I was comfortable where I was, I had my own brokerage, so at the time I didn't see any reason at all that I should actually change. But I'm glad that I opened up my mind to this new opportunity, because what I'm about to share with you, it's almost impossible to ignore. But before I break down the model and show you how it actually works, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about myself and about my background. So my name's Krista Mashore, and I've been in the real estate industry since 2001, and I've sold just over 2,200 homes in my career. I've been in the top 1% of realtors nationwide for almost all of those years. I'm also a best-selling author of 3 books. You may have heard of one of them. It's called Sell 100 Plus Homes a Year. And I teach agents how to use digital media, innovation, and technology to attract business. And just like many of you watching this, I've been with a lot of the big companies like RE/MAX, Realty World, Intero, and Keller Williams. And before joining EXP, I actually have my own brokerage. But in my 19 years in the industry, I've never seen a model with this much opportunity. It's like getting involved with Dell or Apple stock way back when. When I truly understood about the model and how it worked, it was so compelling to me. I feel it's my moral obligation right now to educate agents, teams, and brokerages about the new model because it's so radically different and it can absolutely help you. So let's get into the EXP model. EXP is a cloud-based company invented by this man, Glenn Sanford. He is just brilliant. Every once in a while, a special human being comes along, like the Elon Musk type, or the individuals like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, the Richard Bransons of the world, who just figured something out. They're very, very special. Most of us are just realizing that over 8,000 major retail chains were put out of business just last year alone, and the online sales are booming. So EXP has a 10-year head start on the big corporations. Glenn Sanford, genius level IQ, and what he created was the first cloud-based real estate company in North America. We have over 500 people working in the cloud office full-time. The best way to explain it is kind of like Netflix. Have you ever gone into the Netflix store and gotten your movie? Ever? No, because it's online. It's cloud-based. You just point and click and there's your movie. Netflix actually wiped out Blockbuster, a $6 billion company that dominated the industry in just 5 short years. I mean, think about that. How can that even happen? Well, when a disruptive technology comes along, the old way of doing things just does not make sense anymore. It's like Amazon. Amazon wiped out thousands of retailers. We've got to be Amazon. Here's Tony Robbins. Most of you probably heard of him. Recently at one of his business mastermind events, he actually was talking about how innovation and adapting to change is absolutely essential for businesses. He brings up Hilton, an American success story who had been around for 99 years, valued at $18 billion. And what happened? Well, a competitor comes in, and Airbnb, it's not just a bread and breakfast, it's cloud-based. They basically started 10 years ago, now valued at $31 billion. So here's how it is. At the top, you've got the international companies. The international companies, their job is actually to sell to regional owners. The regional owners then have to actually sell to brokerage franchise owners. And then the franchise owners, what do they have to do? They have to actually hire staff. They've got to hire employees and office managers. They've got to hire recruiters. They've got to hire people to actually do what? To find agents and to hire agents to work for their firm. Now here's what makes EXP so unique and so different, is that they've actually made the agent the owner. So what happens when you do that? Because they're able to make the agent the owner, they're able to get rid of all the staff down here at the bottom. They're able to get rid of the owners. They're able to get rid of the regions. And now what do we have? Now we have the international company giving all their support directly to the agents. That's what makes EXP so unique and so different. EXP is partnered with Regis Corporation. Regis Corporation is a company who actually creates business-type hubs worldwide. Regis has over 2,000 spaces, so you can actually go into the office from anywhere that you're working from. There are conference rooms to meet with your clients. They have private suites. They've got secretaries at the front to actually meet people, copy machines, scanners, fax machines, you name it. They've got everything that you need to operate your business just as you are doing now. But since we don't have expensive leases, overhead, electricity, and staff, instead of paying all of that, EXP is able to actually give more money back to support the agent's growth, their skill set, and development. We're a cloud-based office. We're online. You can go into your online office for just about anything at any time. Here's the future. This will be different for you, but it's an avatar world. We have over 500 full-time staff in the cloud. We have a full-blown marketing department to help you in your marketing. We have a full-blown brokerage department to help you with all your broker questions. You can go into the cloud at any time and speak to your brokerage in your state and ask questions about contracts. You can actually get support and advice, and they are there to support you from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. You can also get help from your state brokers just like you would with your broker that you're currently with right now. You can call them or text them, and each state has designated brokers who are at your disposal, and many of them came from the big companies like Remax or Keller Williams, and they have 10, 15, and 20 years of experience. In your online office, you can talk to accounting. You can speak to the growth and attraction services. You can get tech support. I mean, I have never had such tech support at this level from any of my brokerages ever. You can speak to healthcare. Yes, EXP has healthcare at highly discounted prices. You can speak to payment processing, human resources, and so much more. One of my favorite parts of the cloud is how many of the trainings that we actually have daily, which brings me to our second pillar, which is training and education. I've never seen anything like this in my 19 years in the industry. I used to be with Keller Williams at one time, and they had a few trainings a week, which I thought was absolutely fabulous. But with EXP, you have between 15 and 20 training sessions every single day. There are huge online training auditoriums. Our software is the same software that Stanford and other Fortune 500 companies use, and we actually own it. You can attend online trainings with agents across the country. Everything from script trainings, negotiation classes, growth workshops, lead generation, team building, and using branding with video, you name it, and we've actually got it in our cloud-based office. Trainings to support newer agents and experienced agents. There are so many amazing trainers and top producers that are now at EXP, and you'll see the billboards all over the campus talking about what classes are available for you to see today. And then the good news is, if you can't make the class, maybe it's a social media class or a video class, it's recorded so you can watch it later at a convenient time for you. I'm so excited about our training and education because that's how good agents become powerhouse agents. We have top producing agents and coaches from around the world who are actually teaching agents these classes. And the reason they're doing so, the reason they're willing to teach is because we are all in this together. We are owners together. So it makes sense for agents to support, coach, and train other agents to become better because it helps our company to do better, which will hopefully help our stock do better and go up. Which brings me to the next pillar, pillar number 3. We share revenue because our agents are owners. They actually share the revenues of the company. Revenue sharing is one of the most exciting things to ever hit real estate companies. And if other companies wanted to do it, well, honestly, they couldn't because they actually have too much overhead. From copiers to electricity to paying for expensive leases, the list goes on and on for the carrying costs of an actual office. Let me ask you a question. When you refer an agent, a listing, or a buyer, you get a referral fee, don't you? Well, of course you do. I think about Kathy Cross, who actually referred me to Realty World. Do you know that I gave over $79,000 to my broker my first year in the industry? That's right. Out of my commissions, they got $79,000. That was just for 1 year. Do you know that I paid them more commissions in my first year in real estate than I actually ever paid as a full-time teacher with a master's degree? They made more on that. So what do you think that actually Kathy got, who referred me to Realty World? Well, she got nothing. And year after year, I continue to sell massive amounts of homes, and Kathy got nothing. You see, the value is in referring the agents. It's like you get a listing, then you get 30 more listings. You get a listing, then you get 175 more listings. And that's why people build real estate companies. Why do you think that brokers own brokerages? They know it's much easier to get a little piece of the action on a lot of people than having to actually count on just one person. right now, you're only counting on yourself. If you stop selling, you stop receiving income. What about retirement? What's going to happen when you actually want to retire? Well, most of you are going to be in a world of hurt when that happens. The agent revenue share can actually be your alternative to retiring. Now, don't get me wrong. We want you to sell real estate. That's your main focus. But building a passive income, a secondary form of income, just by doing the things that you're already doing right now, by referring agents to a company that you absolutely love, by selling real estate, you'll be building passive income and secondary income. Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, talks about the importance of having multiple streams of income. And just by working for someone else, by continuing to just pay them over and over again, well, you're just a high-paid salesperson. That's exactly what I was. That's what you are. If you're not building your wealth passively, you're just an employee. You're just a salesperson. So here are the first levels. On tier 1, you get paid up to $2,800. Remember, this is the maximum potential, the annual revenue share per capping agent that you can make. And here's the amount of per qualifying agent count that you need. So $2,800 is the first, for the agents is 1. Now on tier 2, it's $3,200 for 5+ qualifying agents. All the way now to level 3. For level 3, you get $2,000 for 10+ agents. For tier 4, you get $1,200 for up to 15 agents. For tier 5, you get $800 for up to 20+ agents. For tier 6, you get $2,000 for 25+ agents. So as you'll notice, it's pretty much 5 agents per level until you get to level 7. Once you get to level 7, you're gonna need 40 qualifying capping agents in order for you to release all of those levels. So I was explaining this model the other day and somebody asked, well, how much do I get for the first person? I said $2,800. And he said, well, if they refer people, what do I get paid? And I said $3,200. And he's like, well, that's awesome, you know? And he said, well, how long does it last? Do I get it paid the next year? And I said, yeah, you get it paid forever, as long as they are with the company, as long as they are producing and the people under them are producing, and the people under them are producing, you're going to get paid year after year after year on the production of those people. So let's look at how you can actually continue to build wealth just like your broker is able to now, and how you can be part owner just by doing the things that you already are doing right now, selling houses and referring agents. So here's how it works. When you close your first transaction, you get stock. When you cap, you get stock. When you refer a friend and they join and they close their first transaction, you get stock. We also have an Agent Icon Award where you actually get your cap back. So typically if you sell about 30 homes or more, if you're in San Francisco, it might be around 22, Oklahoma might be around 40. It really depends upon the sales price of your home. But you can get your $16,000 cap back in stock when you become an Icon agent. You give your cap back in stock. I've actually capped every year with every company that I've ever been with, and I've never gotten stock. This is incredible. We also have something else that's absolutely incredible, is the Agent Equity Program. Now, this is optional. You do not have to do it. I choose to do it, and it's been awesome for me. You can actually choose to take 5% of your closings, of your actual commission, and you're able to purchase our stock, which now trades on the NASDAQ, and you get to purchase it at a 10% off discount, which means that you made 10% of your money the day that you invested in it, the day that you bought it. If it drops, you get a 10% hedge. If it goes up, you make 20%. Now, here's the deal. According to the SEC, I've got to say this. We need to know that stocks can go up and stocks can go down. We have no control of that. So make sure you really take that into consideration. But it's an amazing program. If you are not getting equity, if you're not becoming a shareholder, you're renting your house. Stop renting your house. Now, if this sounds interesting and you'd like more information about EXP and how you can partner directly with me, you can actually go to partnerwithkrista.com. That's partnerwithkrista.com for a live training. We can dive further into EXP and how we can actually help grow and build your business. Another thing that I'm beyond excited about is actually the new 50-50 initiative that our founder, Glenn Sanford, put into place. He is committed to giving us half of all the revenues of EXP forever. So in other words, if 100 million comes into the company, 50 million goes to the agents of the revenue share. If they're profitable, one half is actually given back agents who all build the company. It's one team, one dream. We're all in this together. And that's why we all want to help each other. We own it with our owner, Glenn Sanford. I did not own RE/MAX, and even though I was the top agent selling hundreds of homes every single year, I didn't own anything. I did not own Keller Williams with Gary Keller. He's a great man. They're a great company. I left the company I loved because I didn't want to be a renter anymore. If you don't own a company, you are just actually renting. So now let's talk about the fees. Our split is 80-20. It's a very generous split. It's not the highest, it's not the lowest. It's very competitive. Everybody is on an 80-20 split. The cap is $16,000. When you pay $16,000, you go to a 100% commission split until the remainder of your anniversary year. Then every single sale thereafter is a $250 transaction fee after you've capped. If you haven't capped, there's no $250 transaction fee. Make sense? Okay, so once you do 20 transactions after you've capped, that $250 fee goes down to $75. There's a $150 one-time startup fee, which gets you 1,000 business cards and some brochures. Every single month, there's a $50 a month tech fee, which gives you KV Core, which is the lead generating website with a built-in CRM, SkySlope. You get a Regis Corporate Suite membership, and there's a university educational fee, which is $35 a month. So basically $1 a day, you get to plug into all those 10 to 20 training classes every single day. There's also a $25 broker review fee on every file, which is a nominal fee, and you pay a $500 E&O insurance at $40 a transaction until you've hit $500. And then you're done for the year. If you're an independent broker like I used to be, you can pay upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 for E&O. And we still do everything just like normal agents do. You still need to belong to the board and to the MLS. You get to enjoy all the benefits of the rev share, the ownership, the leads, the sophisticated technology, and the education and the trainings. Now let's talk about the fifth pillar, lead generation. We offer a website called KV Core. Have you ever wondered how these power agents sell 50, 100, or 500 homes a year? They do it because they have a highly sophisticated, high-end websites that are very expensive. If you don't like it for a couple months, you're still paying them over $7,000 a year because you signed a 1-year contract. I know this because before XP, I was actually one of those agents who paid that monthly fee and I was stuck. Every single EXP agent actually gets one of these websites, and it's included in their tech fee of just $50 a month. So you could actually say that for $50 a month, you get a $600 a month high-end lead generating software. You can also pay them a few extra dollars every month to actually get buyer and seller leads driven right to your cell phone. And I have to tell you, with all the companies I've ever been with, none of them ever offered expensive lead generating software. It's amazing and it is a game changer in the business. With KV Core, you also have the capability to create websites. It has an integrated CRM, and you actually can build landing pages to capture both buyer and seller leads. So here's the deal. If you're not using this type of software right now, you need to be. This is what will help you actually become recession-proof and to become Zillow-proof and discount broker-proof. It's essential in your business. This is what agents are using who are dominating the industry. They're not relying on traditional measures of generating clients and getting leads. They're using software just like KV Core. They're using technology to drive leads to them. KV Core is a platform that is offered to help you do just that. You also get Breakthrough Broker, which has a plethora of materials from flyers to scripts and so much more. Now I can go on and on about all the technology and the training that you get with the EXP. Some people will say to me, well, Krista, it's uncomfortable. I'm nervous to change and I don't like change. Well, here's what I tell people. If you don't like change, imagine what it's going to look like in 10 years or 15 years, or maybe it's only 5 years, and you go to retire and you cannot retire because you don't have enough money saved, that you cannot comfortably retire and you still have to sit there and sell. And you're competing with younger people that are better with technology and they're not as tired as you are, and you have to keep going. That's gonna be uncomfortable. That's not gonna be a nice change for you, because the second that you stop selling is the second that everything goes away. All right. I want to ask you, how many homes have you sold in your career? Well, I have sold over 2,000, right? That's not a huge team. That is me. Sold over 2,000. Guess what I get paid for the houses that I sold back in 2001? I sold 69 homes my first year. Guess what I got paid? Nothing. Okay, nothing now. Guess what I got paid? My best year in the industry, 169 homes I sold. Guess what I make now off of those? Nothing. Okay, that's you too. So we want to teach you how to continue to make passive income, how to make money by helping other people get the same kind of lifestyle that you also want. So what do you do now? Well, just go to partnerwithkrista.com. That's partnerwithkrista.com so you can take a deeper dive. You're going to get a copy of the independent contractor agreement. You can make sure that you can see in your hands, in that contract, all the things that we talked about today on this webinar. And understand, when you go there, it's not going to notify your broker. It's not going to change your license. It's just going to allow you to have a deeper dive into exactly the EXP model. And it's going to prompt you to get onto a live webinar, live training with me, so you can ask me questions all about EXP and we can find out whether or not it's a great fit for you. So I can't wait to see you on the other side. Go to partnerwithkrista.com and let's get this ball rolling to see if we are a good fit. Let me help you build your organization. It's so important. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.